that is mild, being gentle, or also called Mrdu. One of the beautiful qualities of Vaishnava is gentleness. A true saintly person is not harsh, arrogant, or unnecessarily aggressive. Gentleness is not weakness, it is controlled strength guided by wisdom and compassion. In law, people often associate power with intimidation. In spirituality, however, higher power expresses itself through restraint, dignity, and respectful conduct. A gentle Vaishnava can correct others without humiliation, disgrace, disagree without hatred, and remain composed even under provocation. Gentleness softens heart where force often fails. Prabhupada demonstrated remarkable gentleness in his dealings with sincere seekers. Although he strongly defended Siddhanta and could speak firmly against misconceptions, personally he was compassionate, patient, and caring towards disciples struggling spiritually. Many early disciples came from difficult backgrounds involving addiction, instability, and confusion. Prabhupada guided them gradually rather than crushing them with harsh condemnation. Even while correcting mistakes, he often encouraged devotees lovingly and gave them opportunities to improve. His gentleness attracted people to Krishna consciousness because they experienced spiritual care rather than domination. A profound example from Chaitanya Charitamrita is an example of interaction between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Rupa Goswami. When Rupa Goswami first met Mahaprabhu at Prayag, Mahaprabhu instructed him with extraordinary affection and gentleness. Rather than overwhelming him with his authority, Mahaprabhu patiently educated him in Bhakti Tattva and empowered him spiritually. Similarly, Mahaprabhu's dealings with devotees often reflected deep humility and softness, despite his supreme position. His gentleness transformed hearts more powerfully than force ever could. This teaches us that spirituality does not require cruelty. True greatness naturally expresses kindness. When Mahaprabhu was dealing with a lot of Mayavadis, he took the humble position on the ground where they used to wash their feet. This humility attracted Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and other major sannyasis of that era because he was so humbly taking a very menial and humble position and a mild position as such and not aggressive and authoritative. In Srimad Bhagavatam also, we have a very similar illustration. We have a story of Ambrish Maharaj. Ambrish Maharaj exemplifies great gentleness and restraint. Although Durvas Muni was never insulted or never ever offended in any way, he felt he was insulted and attacked him unjustly. Ambrish Maharaj did not retaliate aggressively. Instead, he remained humble, peaceful, and prayerful. Although Sudarshan Chakra protected him, Ambrish Maharaj personally remained gentle and free from vengeance. His conduct demonstrates that inner spiritual strength allows one to remain composed without becoming weak. A legal reflection of gentleness appears in the principles of restorative justice and judicial restraint. Great judges often maintain dignity and calmness even in emotionally charged cases. Courts that preserve respectful dialogue strengthen public trust in justice. Similarly, mediation and alternative dispute resolution emphasizes reconciliation over hostility. The goal is not merely defeating the other side but resolving conflict constructively. The legal system functions best when firmness is balanced with civility and humanity. Gentleness in legal conduct often produces more lasting justice than aggressive alone. A gentle lawyer does not misuse knowledge to humiliate others. A gentle judge exercises authority without arrogance. A gentle spiritual teacher uplifts without controlling. Harshness may create fear temporarily. Gentleness creates lasting transformation. The Vaishnava understands that strength without compassion becomes trinity, and while gentleness guided by truth becomes divine leadership. Law controls society internally. Gentleness civilizes society internally. Friends, with this, the seventh quality we will sum up. The seventh quality of Vaishnava gentleness reflects spiritual maturity and emotional discipline. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed that highest spiritual quality can also be the highest spiritual can also be deeply humbled and soft-hearted. A highest spiritual authority can also be deeply humble and soft-hearted. Prabhupada also possessed the same quality while guiding thousands of people towards Krishna consciousness. A gentle person does not lose strength, they refine strength through wisdom and compassion. That is where law and spirituality unite, authority without cruelty, correction without humiliation, and truth spoken with grace. Thank you.